All right. This is a crazy world we live in, and this is big news, To start with, Operation Cold Black, it's a joint force in between American military, Mexican military and law enforcement, and as well people from Mayo Zambada, I think at the same time working on Zacatecas. They're pushing on three fronts. One of the main ones they're going to concentrate now, the American military and the Mexican military, is Michoacan, Tierra Caliente. One of the things they're actually going to do that's interesting but also scary is they're gonna basically legalize all the people of Las Viagras and the United Cartels, give them all uniforms, and create a new law enforcement entity, kind of bringing in all those people from all those different factions of the United Cartels to break the Cartel Jalisco. That's the end of the day at the point of this operation. Um, with this push right now, I think Mencha is really going to feel it. They're sending something like 17,000 different soldiers and law enforcement units into Michoacan. They even sent like 400 special forces, and it's really pushing them out back into Jalisco. So I think the next step of this operation right now is going to be them concentrating into Jalisco and completely breaking, capturing Arquilla and Mencho. I think is the object of this at the end of the day. Whether they can do it or not, it's going to be interesting because he's going to put up a fight. This is someone who's shot down Blackhawk several times before and isn't afraid to get in a shootout with the government. Doesn't bother him at all. And with that being said, we know there's going to be a lot of bloodshed coming because once they get into Jalisco, it's kind of like a cornered animal. They get very dangerous. He'll have nowhere else to hide, and he's not going to want to just step down and get rid of his cartel. So I guarantee he's going to fight for it, and we're about to see quite a show. And Michoacan, I said it's interesting about them giving them uniforms and making them all one law enforcement entity because they're traditionally enemies. Like, for example, the Familia Michoacana, the Viagras, los Sierras Zambada, all these different groups, los Blancos de Troya, they didn't get along. And it's now that they don't have that common enemy, which is Cartel Jalisco, it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to actually hold it together without going and cutting each other's heads off. Um, if they're going to respect their uniform and hold the position they hold, and do the right thing, is also another big question up in there. Um, these people have committed lots of human rights abuses on the population of Michoacan. They've suffered a lot from just about every group. They've changed hands from the Zetas to this one to that one. So I think maybe the people of Michoacan are just happy that it's the end to the war. That there's not going to be two rival cartels fighting for the state. It's just going to be one cartel, one group, backed by the government, and that should be a reduction in violence. But it's scary that we live in a day and an age when the American government, the Mexican government, and people from the Sinaloa cartel are all working together to fight something. And at the end of the day, I don't think it's a good idea because the United States government's always going to eventually want something in return for whatever help they give to the cartels or the Mexican government. There's always something under the table going on. They don't just do it for the good of helping out like some people would like to believe. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. So if you're not a member already, check it out. Become a member. Get access to exclusive videos like what I dropped the other day, Cleopatra, the Vampire Sicaria. Interesting, Check it out. Smash on that like button. Leave a comment down below. I hope you guys have a superb day. Adios, amigos.